A little chilly in this barn, huh? All right, we are live? All right, we are live at Glacier Ice Center in Port Huron, Michigan. If you're listening, please let me know if the audio is up and running and good to go.
I will have to leave in 10 minutes. My wife Mariana will take care of the.
Okay, you're the cameraman. Where are you going?
Business meeting online. I will be here.
Oh, okay.
Then I will come back.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure we can figure out too. If you didn't want your wife to do it, maybe Ryan can do it too.
Yeah, Ryan. Would you like to try for just some time? I have to be on.
He has a
Zoom
business
call.
meeting in a little bit.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sorry, no. Ryan has been promoted. I'm sorry. Yeah,
What's that woman doing over there? All right, again, we should be live right now. Just trying to work a sound check if you're tuning in. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Okay. The text hasn't come out yet.
You can try a Wi-Fi. There is a Wi-Fi if you want.
Okay. Maria is not responding to me. All right, we're still waiting on confirmation for the audio. I'm going to roll as if we're good. Yesterday we were pretty good. So what we're looking at right now is Game 2 of Silver Stick Final in the Cumberland Grads of Ontario, Canada versus the Omaha Junior Mavericks Pee Wee Black 12 UAA hockey team. Here we go for the opening face-off in the first period. Face-off one back to Cumberland. They play it up the sidewall, and Kaiser now has it. He moves into the zone with Benson. Benson has it. He's going to swing it over to Kaiser. High shot wide left of the net. It's going to go into the corner for Benson. Bars up front now. Mishandles the puck. It goes back out to center ice, and here's a rush for the Grads. Willett's back as he's playing heavily, and the puck goes behind the net up front. A good tip there by Bars. Bars gets it to the front of the ice now, and he gets it out of the zone. He's going to take it himself. Kaiser now with Bars is speed into the zone, and a half block by the Grads defenseman, and no shot on goal. Puck's behind the net. Puck goes up front. It's loose. Mavs are going to try to hold the zone. They do. Benock now has it. He moves into the right corner. Stolen by a Grads player and out to center ice. Puck is still a little bit loose here, and the Mavs are going to dump it in and go off for a change. As Dirk Schneider's on the ice to put some pressure on the forecheck. Puck high on the glass, out to a waiting forward. They might have an odd-man rush, and they're going to have a 2-on-1 here to start the game. Pass over. Shot save made by Reyes. And the puck goes out of play. And a big save early on by Severeyev. It's good. Confirmation the audio is good. And here we go. Face off in the Maverick zone. Got a small barn today. A lot of noise and a lot of fans as the Ontario families have come in full force here to Port Huron for Silver Sticks. Puck's in front of the net. It's loose. Trying to get a shot off. They're going to get one off high, and it's going to go out of play. couple dangerous chances there for the Grads early on. As the boys will have to take a face off in their own zone. Here's Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider wins it over, but loses it there center ice and back out of the zone now, and the Mavs clear. Tip there, and Dirk Schneider gets it as he brings it into the zone. Backhand pass to Davis. Davis is going to rip a shot off low and wide of the net. Dirk Schneider now behind the net with the puck. Up to the point. Willits with a ripper from the point. Tipped up front and loose, and no rebound shot available there. Up to Skradsky. Skradsky tries to dump it in, but it doesn't go. Puck's going to come out of the zone, and the boys are going to have to reset at center ice. Willits now fumbles the pass off the backhand. He's trying to get a handle of it there. The ice seems maybe a little bit shaky. These boys aren't getting a good hand on the puck. Here's Willits with the puck now in the defensive zone in the regroup. He's going to send it over to his D partner, Skradsky. Skradsky up the boards. Skradsky dumps it in deep, and they're going to get a change on the forwards. Quadrado in for a forward check there, and a nice tip there as they're trying to get it out of the zone on the far side. Good play by Gates to steal the puck. He collides with a teammate. Puck goes up middle ice, but just a little bit out of Quadrado's reach, but Quadrado tips the pass. Fits over to Quadrado. Quadrado into the zone. He's going to get it deep, and they're going to chase. Here it is in the corner, and Fitz pressures there, and with Gates to help out, the Mavs have possession up front. Nobody home. Fitz with a shot, and it scores for Fitz! And the Mavs come out on top early as Fitz buries one. The goalie did not see it coming. There was some traffic up front. Good play by the Mavs. What up to start for the junior Mavs here in day 2, first game of the day. And here we go. Face off at center ice. Dirk Schneider takes the face off. Ties up, and it goes back to the Grads defenseman. Dirk Schneider steals now, and he comes into the zone with the puck. No offsides called. Stick lift center ice. Good defense there, but Grads are able to fight and get it back. Now Skradsky has it in his own zone. Skradsky behind the net. Hits it off the short side wall to Kaiser. They lost it. Now they're trying to get possession back in their own zone here. Dirk Schneider has it. Throws it behind the net to Bennock. Bennock over to Skradsky. Skradsky's trying to get it up to Kaiser. Kaiser tries to clear. And it gets cleared out by Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider's going to have a rush up the ice now. Can you get Benson? Oh, saucer pass blocked. And a good defensive play by the Grads. And they're going to get possession of the puck. Hot chance on that 2-on-1. And there's an offside as Dirk Schneider is struggling to get back onside. And some pressure both ways early in the first here as both teams are fired up and ready on this beautiful Friday afternoon. And Port Huron with a real feel of -18. It's almost like it's the same in the rink. Center ice face off by Gates. One back to Willits. Willits now has it. Gets it deep into the zone but intercepted. And here's a shot, quick shot there by Davis off the pad and into the corner. And the Grads clear. Uh-oh. A little bit of fumbling there as Bars has to play a body a little bit. Gets away with that one. Puck goes all the way around the corner now. Bars is still trying to get back possession of that puck. And now it's in the feet of Davis. Davis clears at center. Reynolds to forecheck. A nice touch pass by the Grads. Is able to gain the zone. Willits plays the body. And he's going to get called for a check. As Willits stepped up into the attacker and sent him flying, and he's going to go off there for a penalty. And the Mavs will be down a man for a minute and a half on the penalty kill. Let's see if they can make good work of this penalty kill. And there's a shot. Goes wide of the net into the corner. Nobody's home to get the rebound. And another shot from the point. Gets off the kick, the left leg there of Rhea as he makes a kick save. And a good play there to clear the zone by the Mavs. As Gates and Queel are out with Bennock and Davis on the penalty kill. Good physical play by Gates as he's able to steal possession back. And Bennock is going to clear it all the way down the ice. And a good kill by the Mavs. Icing called. Well, the face-off in our own zone as the boys change up here. On the ice now for the penalty kill, you're going to have Bars and Skradsky on defense with Quadrado and Dirk Schneider in for forward group. 55 seconds left on the penalty kill with 10-16 in the first, 1-0 Mavs. Shot gets all the way through to Rayev, and another great kick save by Rayev as that one snuck into the goal. High off the glass by Skradsky, and we're going to clear to center. Boys fighting for possession on that far side wall at center ice as there's a little bit of a tie-up. As they're trying to kill time, and they're doing it really well right now. Quadrado has it now, just sends it towards the goalie off the pad and into the corner. Showing some valuable time on the power play here for the Grads. Stretch pass now. Brings the puck into the Maverick zone. They're going to dump it in deep. Bars has it, throws it into the corner. Grads there to take over possession. And they're trying to settle the puck down and get it set up here. Shot, glove save, but it's out of his glove, and a great backhand there. Clears the center ice, and the boys are going to be at even strength as Fitz tries to catch up to that one. Good play by Dirk Schneider to wait. He's going to send a shot on goal, and a save there by the Grads goalie. He's going to hold on to it. Almost had Fitz coming off the bench on that break there. And the boys will change out. Face off one back to the point by Kaiser. Over to Queel. Queel now has it. He's going to send a shot. Ooh, gonna blocker save. That shot came through almost unnoticed, and now the Grads have a break as Queel gets back to play defense. Good pressure by Queel as the Grads send it up front, and they got an open shot. 5-hole save there by Rayev. Now behind the net for Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider over to Kaiser. Kaiser up to Gates, and it's cleared to center. Back into the zone, and it's going to be an icing here as the boys are going to go ahead and reset with a line change. Fast-paced hockey. Grads come out of the zone with the puck, and they're on the rush now, but that's going to be an offside. We're going to get another line change as well for the Mavs. Here we go. Dirk Schneider, Reynolds, Davis. Bars and Willits on defense. As they win the face-off, back to Bars. Bars over to Willits. Willits out of the zone to Reynolds. Reynolds with some speed through the middle. Puck stolen in the middle as Reynolds tried to take it in and get an opportunity there. Davis now has it on the turnover. Davis looking for a pass, tries to sauce it up, gets blocked, and they're coming back out with the puck now. Here's the Grads. A body played there by Bars as Willits takes possession of the puck and dumps it out of the zone. Hard off the glass there now as boys are fighting possession. Oh, and a good pass there up to Dirk Schneider, and he loses the puck off his stick. It goes into the corner. Benak now with the puck. Skradsky on defense with him. He loses it, gets it back. Good play there to Reynolds. Reynolds should get it deep here, and he does. They're going to go off for a change as Davis chases the puck in behind the net. Davis just trying to slow the rush down a little bit while the line change happens there. Good play by Quadrado, center ice. And here it comes into the zone as the Grads dump. Benak to chase it down. Benak misses again. I think it might be this ice. It's got to be a little bit of ice issues here that's making the puck faster than it should be. I don't know, but high shot there goes wide. Going to come into the corner for Quadrado. Quadrado has it off a toe drag. He tries to put another one on and misses. And another offside's called. Face off outside the zone for the junior Mavs. Close game so far, 1-0, 6:48 left in the first period. Well, puck goes down in the corner now. Willett's fighting for it. He's got Gates helping him out. Over to Gates. We got hecklers in the stands here today. We got to be careful. All right, puck comes out of the zone now, and Queel has it as he takes it himself through center ice. He's going to get some speed here. Can he get a shot off? Puck's still loose. And it was in the sidewall now. Fitz is fighting for possession, and Gates gets it to center ice, but turned over as nobody was home. We had a little bit of a line change going on there. An interception for Kaiser, but it comes right off his stick and back to the Grads player. Fitz goes into the zone. He plays the body and gets away with one there as he comes off the ice for a change. Into the zone now goes Bars behind the net as he takes it on the backhand. Bars taking it himself. He got speed. If he can get some speed, he's going to go into the zone here. And he does. Makes a move. Pass. Shoot. Score! Tyler Kaiser! On a beautiful assist from Blake Bars as he made a move on every player, going end-to-end with the puck. And Kaiser's going to finish it. Top shelf for an insurance goal for the Mavs. Lots of hockey left is right, as we're still in the first period with 5:32 left. The Mavs need to keep that pressure on and keep it consistent like they did yesterday. And yesterday was a great game. They didn't let up once. Came away with a big win over Chicago-based Winnett, the Warriors. And here are the Grads coming out of the zone. Tip there as they're trying to clear the zone, and they do. They might have an odd man rush from the Grads. But Reynolds has something to say about that as he steps back in the back check and stick checks. Puck's now at the point. Here's a hard shot into the glove of Rayev, and he's going to hold on to it. Oh, my gosh. All right. Good save by Rayev as he gloves that one down and forces a face-off. And now Reynolds punches it out to center ice to Davis. Davis wasn't home, a little off the edge of his stick. Now it's going to come back into the zone for Bennock. Bennock trying to get it out up the wall there, and he gets fought. I think he was double teamed coming beyond the net there. A lot of forechecking pressure by the Grads as they have a lot of speed as well. Davis now with the puck, sauces it up top there to Gates. Gates off his backhand, tries to get it back and does. Can he get it deep is the question. Going to reset the center ice now, and Queel has it. Queel's going to take it in himself again. Let's see if he can make something happen here. A little pass over to Reynolds. Reynolds off the backhand wide left to the goal. That one's not going to go. The Grads dumping in deep for an icing as they were looking for a change, and they're going to get one here. All right, here we go. The puck is up at the point now, and Quadrado has it. He's going to move it in. He's got a shot. Can he use it? Oh, just high and over to the left. Now Fitz is going to have to track it down in the corner. Off the stick of a defenseman as it gets turned over to center ice now, and Bars resets over to Skradsky. Skradsky up the Quadrado, touch pass is intercepted. And the Grads clear. Bennock now back on defense to help out. He sends it up the middle of the ice just a little bit out of the reach of Dirk Schneider, and it's going to float into the Grad zone as they come out of the ice zone again on the rush. Good play there by Fitz and Bennock as the puck is now back into the zone. And we're just going to go back and forth here at center ice and almost caught the Mavs on a line change, but Willits got back quickly as he's able to play some effective defense there. Bennock up to Fitz. Fitz touch pass over to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider quad. Quadrado now with the puck, and he just sends it to the goalie. Off the hit, it goes in! Off the blocker and into the net. And some going back and forth up front as Dirk Schneider's just trying to get out of there to go celebrate with his teammate. 3-0 Junior Mavs.
Good boy.
Boys are having fun now. You've got 3:02 left in the first period. The Mavs are up 3-0 here, but they don't want to get comfortable. We say this every game, and that's going to be an offsides as it just snuck out of the zone, which will bring everybody out of the zone for a faceoff. Gates to center ice to take the draw. He's got Benson and Kaiser on his wing. Queel and Willits on the defense, and Benson now has it coming in the zone. He's got shifty hands. Can he make it happen here? Here's Willits with a hard shot. Oh, just high and wide. Willits can really snipe it if he's got time and space like that. Benson with a toe drag. He's going to go on the backhand behind the net now. He's going to try to throw it over. It's loose up front. There's some bodies started flying there behind the net. Kaiser with the puck now. He's not going to be able to bring it back in as Benson was offsides. Probably at the bottom of that dog pile. All right, Dirk Schneider, Reynolds, Cam Davis, Cooper Skradsky, and Blake Bars out for the Mavs. Some speed up here on the backhand for the Grads, but it gets intercepted by Skradsky and taken over by Bars as he comes over to help his D partner. Turnover on the sidewall. The puck's going to filter into Rayev, and he's going to cover it up for the faceoff, taking no chances here in the first period. Hard shot from the point, gets deflected up front and behind the net, and Skradsky now has it. Skradsky up the boards to Reynolds. Reynolds to Bars, and he loves getting into the rush there with speed. He does. High shot off the pads, and it's loose in front. And here it is up at the point. Reynolds has a hard shot as well into the chest of the goalie, and he's not going to let that one fall, as Dirk Schneider was there for the rebound if the opportunity arose. Pretty cool here at center ice. You got the Silver Sticks emblem painted into the sheet, as this has been the birthplace and the home of Silver Sticks for quite some time. A lot of banners here, dating all the way back to 1971 for Silver Sticks. Import here on. Gates gets it up to the defense. Bars hard shot in on net wide left as Quadrado is creating some traffic. Fitz now to pressure the puck. Can they keep it? They don't. It goes out of the zone. Now Fitz has it. He's got some speed coming into the zone. Can he get around the defense? He just sends it towards the net, and it kind of trickles in behind the net. And here comes Queel on the pinch to help out. A really fast pinch there by Queel. As Fitz now has it, tries to put a move on. It gets intercepted, and it's back out at center ice. Fitz now with the puck again. He's just going to get it deep and go off for a change. Intercepted there in the offensive zone. Bennock and Dirk Schneider are helping out while the rest of the Mavs complete their change. Kaiser's going to come in. He's going to play physical. Dirk Schneider gets possession of the puck. He's got a chance. Tries to get a pass over to Benson, and it just gets blocked on a diving block. Some really good 2-on-1 defense so far, as the Mavs have had a lot of opportunities, but the Grabs are doing a good job of getting their sticks in the lanes and blocking those passes. Almost be better to adjust to that, and if they got that player playing the pass, just send a shot. Here's a shot from the point. It's deflected into the glove of the Grabs goalie, and he's going to force a face-off to his left. Fast-paced hockey here being played. Jokes about how cold it is in this barn. It feels no different than being outside in the beautiful Nebraska winter air, except for we're indoors here. 22 seconds left in the first. It's going to come to an end here. The Mavs get a good start to the second game of the tournament, and they just got to keep that pace up moving into the second and third. The Grads have a fast team, really good puck possession team, and they're good at getting in the passing lanes. So you don't want to take any chances with them and get comfortable. As this is one of probably the first Canadian-based teams that the junior Mavs have played. Puck's in the corner now as the first period comes to an end, and some physical play there. It's not going to get called as the refs are kind of letting them go as long as they're playing the puck, and the first period's going to come to an end. He threw him out on the rush. No, I was off.
Ryan.
All right, we're back here in the second period. As the Mavs are looking to get possession center ice, and the Grads are going to take it into the Mavs zone. Dump it into the corner now, and Gates is going to have to track that down. Gates up to Reynolds. Reynolds now on the sidewall. He's going to come out to center ice, loses the puck. The Grads are just going to filter it back into the zone. And the Mavs are looking to regroup here. Reynolds over to Bennock. Bennock plays it in the corner. Up the wall, but it's still not out of the zone, and some pressure here by the Grads. Gradsky now behind the net, fighting for possession as they're trying to get it in front of the net. Good defense here by the Mavs. And a block shot there by Reynolds, and a great block. Could create an opportunity. Reynolds up, gets the pass from Davis. Now the puck moves into the zone. And Davis just dumps it down the net to Gates, and Gates now has it off the backhand. A little bit of body play there, and the pass gets deflected to center ice. Mavs are going to have to get back here as Coach Yells get back. And the puck's going to be offside, forcing a whistle. And the little ones come in with some candy here as they're going to share a bite with me, maybe. I got rejected by my little guy. He does not want to share that chocolate. Fitz, Quadrado, Dirk Schneider on offense with Bars, and Queel on defense. Dirk Schneider with the puck as he moves into the zone. Now Quadrado takes it over. He has a pass. Decides to shoot. Goes high. Coach Yells make the pass. He had Fitz open on the wing there. Took the shot. And it goes a little bit high. And the Grads are able to come out of the zone back into the zone and put some pressure on the Mavs. Save made by Rev off that shot from the hard angle. Pass comes up to Fitz. Fitz loses it in his feet there. And now the Grads are in front, and they have a goal. A lot of hugs. Three to one here in the second period. As the Grads got some momentum and put a lot of pressure there, and the Grads fans are amped up, completely amped up, and the puck is loose in front now. Taken by Benson. Benson throws it out to Kaiser. Kaiser now with the puck. He's looking to settle this crowd down. So he throws it back to Benson. Benson now into the corner. Leaves it for Kaiser. Kaiser up to the point. Tipped. And Bennock back down to Kaiser. Off Kaiser's stick, and now it's loose in the corner. Puck comes up to the point. Some help from Gates. And the Grads are going to clear. Stratsky gets held up a little bit. No call on that one. A hard shot gets blocked by Bennock as the puck goes into the corner. And now the Mavs have it. Here comes Kaiser up the ice. He looks a little tired, but he gets it over to Benson. Can Benson make a move? He does. Benson in deep, and no shot made there as the puck goes into the goalie sticking out. Heavy pinch by Queel as he punches it back into the zone, and Dirk Schneider now forechecks. Dirk Schneider on the forecheck and chasing along with Reynolds. And the Grads get it out. Here comes a shot from the Grads wide right of the net and goes behind as Willits battles going into the corner there. Dirk Schneider in to help. Dirk Schneider now behind the net with the puck. He tries to get it up to Davis, but it doesn't quite go. Into the corner goes the puck now, and the boys are battling hard for it. Comes around the back into the other side, and now Reynolds is going to have to track it down. Grads player gets over with a lot of speed to cover that distance, and he's able to force the play a little bit more. Mavs got to keep playing with the speed they played with in the first period, or else they're going to be unmatched here. Davis tries to get it deep. It gets deflected and trickles in, and Dirk Schneider punches it back to his D-man. And now tries to clear it. It's in the feet of Davis. Davis now has it. Gets it out to center ice. And that's going to be an offsides. All right, here's a face-off after that offsides. Face-off one back to Bars. Bars fumbles it, but gets control now and goes behind the net. Over to Skradsky. Skradsky up the quad. Trying to get Fitz on the far side, but it doesn't quite go. Gates now chases it down with Skradsky as well. Skradsky comes away with it. Tries to get it up to Fitz, but it does go to center ice. And they're going to dump it into the zone, and Bars now has it. Bars all the way over to Skradsky. Skradsky up the quad, and Quadrado has it moving into the zone. Quadrado loses it, but Gates is there to pick it up. Right back to Quadrado on the backhand. And the shot goes into the glove of the Grad goalie, and he's going to force a face-off to his left. So boys go in for a change. Grads are going to clear to center ice, taken over by Willits there and helped out by Bennock. And now Kaiser's going to get it. He's going to come into the zone with some speed and power. A hard shot blocked and a rebound. And Benson takes it behind the net. Benson loses his stick into the corner there. He's going to have to fight without one for a minute. And it goes behind the net. Benson now gets his, recovered his stick there. And the Grads are going to clear it to center ice with some speed, but Willits is there to take over. Grad player loses his stick on a hook, but that doesn't get called. Puck goes into the corner now, and it's backhanded behind the net, and there's a fight for possession. Errant pass comes up front, goes all the way through into the sidewall, and now Benson has it up to Kaiser. Kaiser with the puck, gets it over to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider's going to try to toe drag. It gets stolen. And a slick play there by the Grads forward. He clears the zone, but Queel's there to send it right back in. And it's now behind the net. Grads are going to regroup here, and they're going to try to get it out of the zone as the pass goes through the legs and down for an icing. Offensive zone draw for the boys as they come away with it. Bars over to Queel. Queel with the shot on net and a blocker save as he punches it into the corner there off the blocker and a high shot on the left side. Here come the Grads out of the zone with speed now, and Bars has to play back. Bars is going to put the body in the way and steal the puck. He sends it over to Queel on the far side. Queel up to Reynolds, and Gates, and Gates now has it out of the zone. Gates on the backhand pass, but Reynolds was not ready for it. And they're going to steal. And now the Grads have it coming into the zone with a possible 2-on-1. He's just going to shoot it. Big save by Rayev there as he punches it into the corner. And a penalty is going to be called on Bars. For a high stick. Sending him to the box, and the Grads on a power play for 1:30. All right, back in action. A save made by Rayev on the penalty kill, and the Mavs clear to center ice. As the Grads regroup, they're going to try to come in here and get set up on the power play. Puck goes into the corner, and the Grads have it behind the net. 5-on-4 here with 1.5-minute power play for the Grads off of what was called the high stick by Blake Bars. And a steal there by Davis, and he's got the puck in the corner. Can he get it over to Dirk Schneider? It doesn't go. And the Grads are going to clear center ice. They're going to send it over this near side here. As the pass is intercepted by Davis, but he can't find it. Two great plays by Davis. He just wasn't able to find the puck in his feet. And now it comes around the wall over to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider is just going to lift it up to center ice and clear, burning some time off of this power play. Killing penalties is the name of the game sometimes, and Blake Bars is one of our main penalty killers. So the boys have a task for him here. They got to complete this kill without one of their better penalty kill defensemen. As Bennock and Willits are on the ice doing a great job. Here comes a line change on the forward group as Quadrado and Gates take the ice with 2 seconds left in the penalty kill, and Blake Bars is out of the box as Fitz goes on, and they try to get that stretch pass out to him, but it just didn't go. And they're planning that specifically. And now Gates is going to get called for a hooking. And another power play for the Grads as Gates is going to go for a hook. Certainly seemed doctored up a little bit there as the player took control of Gates' stick and fell on it. A little gamesmanship in the second period. 6:45 left, and the third penalty kill for the Mavs. Shots deflected by Bars, who's now back out there for this penalty kill. As it goes up front, and they're going to try to bury that rebound. It doesn't go. Great save by Rayev. Some pressure there at center ice. As now Willits is playing one-on-one here in the top of the zone, and the puck is going to filter to Rayev. He's going to leave it. It's going to go up the sidewall for Quadrado, but just a little too far for him as they're going to be able to hold the zone here on the power play. And there's a good play as the pass goes through all the way to Rayev's stick, and he's going to make the save and cover up and force a face-off. .53 seconds left in the penalty kill. I'll dab. Sorry, I was offered a snack and I had to accept. Good play there by Scratchy as he gets the puck and clears it out of the danger zone. But another shot comes in deflected high and behind the net. And a shot comes in filtered into Rayev, who's going to save that and cover it up again. 25 seconds left on the penalty kill. This is the third penalty kill for the Mavs, as they're fighting to maintain that 2-goal lead here in the second period. 5:41 left. Stradsky with a beautiful play there to get possession of the puck. And he's going to dump it out of the zone and clear it all the way down for an icing. It probably should have been icing as it touched the Grad's player, but not seen by the refs. I'm all over the place here. Somebody lost the stick there. It was Benson. As the puck goes under the stick of the defenseman, and they're going to have to come all the way out of the zone and reset. And that kills off their third power play of the game. Now Kaiser has it coming off the bench, and Benson's going to try to take possession as he fights into the corner, all the way around for the Gravs defenseman up to the point where Bars is waiting. Bars sends it over to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider with the puck, and he's going to send a shot and a blocker save and a good shot there. Well-played shot in the top left corner by Dirk Schneider. Here comes the puck out of the zone as Bars plays and gets it back to Dirk Schneider. Dirk Schneider over to Benson. Benson now has it. He's going to move into the zone with the puck. Slows it down a little bit and sends it over to Kaiser behind him. And a tip shot up front there as he's trying to find the stick of Dirk Schneider, but it goes right past. Now Willits and Queel on defense as an odd man rush emerges. And they're just going to shoot it wide left of the net. Davis is going to try to track this down with speed and get it deep. He has the puck now, and a good move by Davis, and he backhand shoots it wide left. Wheel now takes possession, sends it over to Bennock. Bennock throws it up to Davis. Davis loses it at center ice, and Bennock is going to send it right back out of the zone to him again. And there's an offside. Here we are in the second period. The junior Mavs are up 3-1 with 4:05 left in the game, and they have spent the majority of the second period. One player down. Here's a turnover and a shot. And it goes wide through the 5-hole, but wide. As Rayev had a little bit of saving there. A little bit of a saving grace on that one, as it must have hit his skate as it went through the 5-hole, which kicked it wide. Tough play there as the boys were able to survive that one. Can they make do of it? Get the puck out of their zone here as it's been down in the Mavs zone the majority of the second period. A lot due to power plays and penalty kills, but also the speed here as the Grads want to come back. And a tip shot up there goes wide left of the net. And a glove save made off that shot as Rayev decides let's take a break here and get a face-off. Dirk Schneider fits Quadrado out with Willits and Bars on defense. Face-off is won by the Grads, but Willits steps up to take it. He's going to try to get some speed and go into the zone with the puck. Quadrado there to help out. Puck filters back to Dirk Schneider. He has it on the backhand. Can Quadrado make something happen? He's checked in the middle of the ice. Goes up to the point to Bars. And Bars is going to send a hard shot. And the goalie didn't see it, but it went just wide. Quadrado holds his own and throws it back in to the defense of the Grads, and they're going to have to go ahead and reset now. Loose puck into the corner as Fitz tries to track it down. up to the point. Willett shoots it in, blocked up front. As Dirk Schneider has to hustle back to prevent an odd-man rush. That will never happen anyways because Blake Bars is playing defense and does a good job. Tip up front. And then some traffic up front in front of the goalie as Rayev covers up. We'll have a face-off to the left of Rayev. Goes into the corner back to Bars. Bars now with the puck. Bars coming out with speed. He gets around the defense. He's got an option. Oh, he gets it over to Benson and just off of his stick. And a hard shot by Willett's blocked in front. A lot of blocked shots here for the Grads, especially in the second period. Puck now comes behind the net to Benson. Benson's got to track it down with the defenseman playing. Benson steals. And now Kaiser has it off the bench. Kaiser sends a hard shot right off the stick and into the corner. Save made by the Grads goalie. The Grads are now going to ice it down, and we're going to get another face-off here in the offensive zone as some good pressure put on by the junior Mavs late in the second with 1:48 left to go. Huh? Yeah. Yep. That was it was an aggressive surge by the Grads, and they put some pressure on here in the second period, and I think the Mavs are kind of tired of it. Let's see if they answer back with one of their own. The puck is loose up front there and in the high slot. It gets backhanded out to the point. Off of Bennock's stick now to Davis. Davis has it, takes it in, makes a move, and tries to shoot, but just gets checked there. And a backhand shot on the rebound, and it's still loose, but the ref is going to whistle the play down. An unfortunate consequence of such a fast game.
That was the goal, boys. Do it again.
Reynolds ties up his man with Dirk Schneider to help out. Dirk Schneider on the backhand and doesn't reach Davis. Reynolds trying to get it back in the corner now as he punches it behind the net. Dirk Schneider to chase. Up the wall to Bennock. Bennock sends it right back into the corner. Three forwards here in the left side wall now as they got a breaking forward up front. Can he make a move? He does, but defense stops it. Now Davis bats it down to center ice. And Dirk Schneider's trying to get it through, but it gets stolen. Davis now with the puck at center ice. Oh, and he tries to turn on the backhand at the blue line. Not a great play there as the Dirk Schneider went offside. But it's okay. The boys needed a break. And we'll get a face-off here at center ice. No harm, no foul with 55 seconds left in the second. Face-off's one back past the defenseman as we'll have to reset in the zone, and Bars is back to retrieve. Bars over to Kaiser. Touch pass from Kaiser to the middle. Gates has to try to track it down as it was stolen center ice. Benson now with it on the side. Benson over to Kaiser. Kaiser out of the zone. Kaiser's looking for a pass, doesn't see it. He's going to take it in himself. Kaiser gets played physically. No call on that one as the turnover happens there in the Grad zone. Good play there by Stradsky as he holds the zone. And Benson puts a move on his defenseman and takes it into the corner. Another move and tries to hold possession, but then the double team happens and the steal happens. Eight seconds left here. We're going to wind down in the second period as the puck goes into the Mavs zone. We'll get ready for a third period and see if this energy is going to hold. There's the last second save made by Reb. We'll be back with you shortly after, I believe, a nice cleaning. All right, we're back at it here in the third period. 3-1 Mavs in a closely contested game. The Grads control most of the second period. 3 power plays for them went unanswered. Mavs looking to get it back with a hard shot blocked up front now, and Bars has it back. It was a Mavericks first period and a Grads second period, and now winner will be decided here in the third. Can the Mavericks hold on to this 2-goal lead? Some would say the worst lead in hockey.
Yes,
Oop, got it?
I got it.
Yeah. Here we go. Kaiser in the zone. He's got a player, and he misses the pass on Gates off the backhand, and now it's behind the net. Can the Mavs hold on to this lead here in the third, or are the Grads going to rally and come back? The Grads controlled most of the second period. 3 power plays unanswered, though. The Mavs are steadfast, and they're looking to hold on to this lead and maybe increase it a little bit as we move into the third period in Port Huron. Puck goes down in the corner in the Mavs zone, and Bennock's fighting for it. He gets it over to Queel. Queel now has it behind the net, up to Reynolds on the sidewall. Reynolds out of the zone with the puck through center ice. He's got options, throws it up to Davis, and trickles off his stick into the corner. 2-on-1 in the corner as Davis comes away with possession of the puck. He's looking for an option, gets it down to Reynolds. Reynolds now behind the net, up front, and a tip shot there to Dirk Schneider, goes wide of the net. One of the things I noticed by the Grads in the second period is they are blocking a lot of shots. They're getting in the way of the passing lanes. They're getting in the way of the shots really well. We got to find those openings with the pass. Puck's now behind the net. As Stradsky skated it deep. Bars now backhands it into the middle. And a chance here for Dirk Schneider as he loses it on the backhand. Dirk Schneider misses the pass, and it's going to go out to center ice, and we'll reset here. As Dirk Schneider sends it over to Stradsky. Stradsky dumps it in deep into the corner, and the boys are going to change. Fitz now with the puck, and he's going to get it deep. As it's intercepted by a Grads defenseman right through the legs of Fitzy, but Willits has it now. He's got a hard shot if he can get one off. He takes it up to the point. Bennock over to Gates, and Gates misses that one under his stick up to the corner, and the puck's going to get cleared out to center ice. Board's going to have to regroup. Willits throws the body a bit there, and Gates comes in to help out. Gates all the way over to Fitz. Fitz goes up to Quadrado and intercepted at center ice. Spread out, boys. There we go. Willits just throws it into the zone. The Grads are going to clear it again. Some pressure by the Mavs here, but no quality scoring chances. As Fitz now has it at center ice and loses it just going into the zone. High off the glass for the Grads as they clear again. And now the Grads are going to take it into the zone. I have to admit, I don't know where Cumberland, Ontario is, but I imagine it's somewhat close. Near Ottawa. So that's a pretty good height for them. And ooh, right through the legs of Stradsky into the glove of Rayev, and he's going to slow it down here. Ottawa's pretty far away, right? A couple hours? What's that? 2 or 3 hours, Ottawa?
Probably closer to Kingston. I don't know if you know what that is. 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours.
Okay. Stradsky off the backhand around the corner over to Benson as he's tested in the corner, and Willits is here to help out. Willits sends it back over to Stradsky. Stradsky now in the near side corner up the wall. And the boys get the clear as Benson turns it over center ice, and the Grads are going to come in with the puck. Great play by Benson to recover there. And Cooper sends it out of the zone. And Kaiser's trying to get possession of it. And here's the turnover. Benson with a puck. And a move on the backhand. It makes it look easy. Great play by Kaiser to steal the puck and chip it up to Benson. Benson makes that move look easy as he fakes the forehand, goes to the backhand, slides it in for another Junior Mavs goal. 4-1 in the third with 11 minutes left.
Did you notice the snowy ice?
Yes, I did in the second period for sure.
When you get too nice.
Yeah.
You guys could be faster.
Yep. And then it slows it down for us a little bit and it evens it out.
Yeah.
Puck's out of play. As Coach Dirk Schneider searches for it there and sends it back to the ref. Nice throw. Good catch by the ref. We'll just reset at center ice. All right. Grabs with the puck. Moving it out of the zone to center ice. Over the stick of Bennock, and he's got to chase it down into the zone. Icing's waved off. Some space center ice there, but the pass goes over the stick, and a shot back in, and a pad save there by Rayev. A little bit of a test here as the puck goes back around the corner. Up to the point for the Grads. They're going to send it in. Shot's tipped in and filters over to the corner. And Davis now has it. As the boys move out, they have an opportunity for an odd-man rush. Dirk Schneider now with the puck in the middle, sends a shot, blocked in front. And it's going to go over the stick of Bars out to center ice, and the boys are going to have to regroup here at center ice. Willis now puts a move on, has it on the back end of the forehand, but just mishandles a little bit. And it's on top of the net, but behind the net.
How many games you've done this year?
To the point for a slap shot, a hard shot right off the blocker there. And a rebound shot goes in as Quadrado buries it home. And the boys are seizing control in the third period.
The boys.
The boys.
Go, keep pushing it.
Center ice face off after the goal as Gates moves in to take it. Tied up in the middle there. Still loose, and now Quadrado has it. Quadrado sends it towards the net. Blocker save as the goalie punches into the corner, and Fitz now tracks it down and throws it behind the net. Gates moves in with some speed and steals the puck, but it's recovered there by a Grad's defenseman, and he's going to try to regroup on the breakout. Skradsky pinches hard and holds it into the zone. And now Kaiser chases it down. And here are the Grads coming out of the zone with the puck. With Bennock and Fitz pressuring. Goes to the outside, gets taken down. Now Fitz has to come in. Fitz off the backhand, loses it there to a Grads player. And now the Grads defenseman has it at the point. Hard shot gets all the way through. And save made by Rayev. Turnover as Dirk Schneider gets the puck, and he's going to try to make something happen here. He gets tripped up, and a no penalty called on the trip. As now the Grads come with an odd-man rush. Stopped by Willits. A great defensive play, and now Dirk Schneider has it. 3-on-2 developing. And a short side shot there, and it goes in, and Dirk Schneider scores. A long pause as nobody knew where the puck was. And then the ref found it in the back of the net. .8:17 left in the third period. The junior Mavs have all but seized control. And are taking over this hockey game. Puck's loose at center ice, and now the Grads have it. Heavily checked by Gates. Gates goes down, and Reynolds moves in to help out. Clears at the center, and the Grads are going to regroup. Turnover right there by Davis, and Davis puts a shot on, block. Rebound goes to Reynolds, but he doesn't get control. Davis now behind the net, cuts back, goes around for the wraparound shot. It's loose up front and back into the corner off the rebound. Puck now at the point. Skradsky over to Bars. Bars fumbles a bit, sends it back into Davis. Davis chips it off the wall, but now the Grads have it coming out of the zone. Gates to help out. As Bars now takes it into the defensive zone. Moves through center ice. He's fast if he can get his legs moving. Makes a move, and he goes into the corner. A high shot, wide left. Quadrado now on the ice. He backhands it back into the corner. And the Grads are moving the puck out. Dirkschneider with a steal there again, and that's the third steal this period by Dirkschneider as he's fired up. As he stick checks into the corner with Davis helping out. Two players go down there in the wall, and the Grads come away with it. Tipped into the zone by the Grads, and they take it into the corner with Cleo playing defense, and he bodies into the boards there. Puck is loose. Cleo now gets it up to Quadrado. Can Quadrado get it out? He does. Lifts it high over the defenseman, and they're going to call an icing. So I just got to be creative.
That's how you go on.
Modern hockey especially, right? You know.
Oh, so good. Last 10 years, wow.
Ooh, under the stick of Fitz to Dirkschneider. Dirkschneider with speed into the corner now. Dirkschneider sends it up front. It's loose up front. Slap shot. And a rebound. Fitz just doesn't get to it. And it comes out of the zone, and they're going to ice it. Arms up, and a penalty is going to be called here on Benson, I believe, as he tied up with a player there, and the player went down. 4-0 on penalties, as the Mavs are going to take a late penalty and go on the penalty kill. 4:40 left in the third period, up 6-1.
But every team needs different types of players.
Absolutely. Puck comes out, and here's a turnover here as Queel gets it. Good vision by Carey to get in there and intercept that pass, and he tracks it into the boards, and he's going to burn some time there tying up the defenseman. 2-on-2 on the boards as it comes up the sidewall. Dirkschneider down to help out. Backhands it towards the net. It's loose up front. And a hard shot there goes back into the corner as Willits tried to capitalize. Some really good time burn off the power play there for the Grads as the Mavs kept it in the zone there for a few seconds. And now Dirkschneider has it again. Benson with the puck, makes a move, sends it over to Dirkschneider. Turnover in the middle. Dirkschneider doesn't like that as he tries to battle back. And an offsides is called. 5 seconds left in the penalty kill, but they're going to go ahead and run clock here at the end of the game as the Mavs are up 6-1. I don't know what the differential is for run clock, but it looks like we've hit it as the clock is burning. We're still playing one down. Okay, we're going to wait for the whistle to come out of the box. That makes sense. Helps to know the rules. Puck gets sent in deep by Bennock. As the boys have already completed their line change and are now even strength. as the third period's winding down here this afternoon. We have another game this evening at 9 p.m., a nice late game for the Mavs. I believe it might be at the same hockey rink as well, and we'll be facing off.
Stay out of the pool.
Be facing off against, a Northern Michigan team from the Marquette area. Who haven't lost much at all this season, to be quite honest. And there's a shot there as Reynolds tried to bury one. Reynolds up to Queel. Queel with the shot for the point and almost hit Gates. Might have actually hit him. And they're going to go ahead and clear it out of the zone again for an icing. Offensive zone draw for the Mavs. Davis gets it back right off the pad and kicked out to the corner there, as that goalie's done most of the game. He's doing a really good job of rebounding this, but it's intercepted, and now the Grads have it. 57 seconds left here in the game. And so Mavericks took a hit in the second period, but battled back hard in the third period and seized control of the game. No goalie pull here for the Grads. And they're just going to play this out. And credit to them for playing some hard hockey this afternoon. And credit to the Mavs for battling back. Under the stick of the Grads defenseman, they're going to wave off the icing in that respect. The boys are going to get a line change here as the pass gets blocked and Quadrado takes over. He uses it as it goes into the corner. He's going to battle now. Gates now has it up front into the corner. Sends it to the slot. Skratzy's going to get a shot off here, and a shot with the screen up front by Fitz. And that's going to end the game, and the Mavs are going to win 6-1 over the Cumberland Grads and move on undefeated. We'll be back with you later tonight.